Hey guys, Anthony here, Bibles and Barbells. It is Saturday, December 5th, 2020, and I got two little kids with me today, Teddy and Charlotte. One of the things we wanted to do today, Saturday, is we came down to the camper, and I was going to, that's okay, let me talk, okay? Okay, give me a kiss. All right, now let me talk. One of the things I wanted to do was come down to the camper, the R-Pod here, Forest River R-Pod Model 179. This is a 2015 model. I've had it for several years. I bought it brand new in South Florida when we lived there. Very, very gently used. I've only taken it out, a handful of times. It hasn't been used as much as I'd like to use it. But one of the things I wanted to do today is I came down and drained some of the low water points, and I drained the water out of the water heater, and I was going to blow the lines out like I did last year with a compressor, but I think I may take it to the RV place, the local RV place, and have them winterize it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, or if I'm going to try to do it myself. I've never done it before, so I watched a few videos on it, but I want to see if I could, I just may take it and get it done at the local place. Another thing I wanted to talk about today is, heating your RV, your home, in case of an outage of the normal hookups, your gas line, your electric, your oil, depending on how your house or how your dwelling is heated in the winter. And I say this because so much has been going on with this pandemic, and now they're talking about, the world. If you've been monitoring the pulse of what's going on around the world, you'll see groups like the World Economic Forum are talking about this great reset. And one of the things they're saying, and you can go on and search it yourself and look at what they're saying, out in the open. One of the gentlemen's name is Klaus von Schwab, I think his name is, and he's got several clips. You could watch him in the World Economic Forum talking about this great reset and what it's going to entail. And they're talking about this next pandemic called a cyber pandemic. And they go about explaining what that might mean. A pandemic, cyber pandemic hitting, computers, the banking system, the grid. Computers run everything today. So they're talking about this dark winter that we've heard. And if in fact they're telling us what the next pandemic is going to be, don't you think it would be wise to make sure you're hardened? In other words, your preps are in place. We talk about food and water and shelter, but many of us, me included, don't have a home fireplace. I don't have an alternate way of heating my home if the gas lines go down. And so something like, and this is the Mr. Heater Buddy. This is the small one. I've had it for several years. I use it once in a while in my van. I could use it in my RV. It'll heat this RV in no time. I could use it in a small room in a house. And it has these little small propane tanks, these 1-pound tanks. What I went ahead and did this week, and it's not in yet, but I'm going to do a video on it when all the pieces come in. I ordered the Mr. Buddy Big Buddy that takes the double 1-pound tank, so you could get longer run time. It's also got an adjustable thermostat, more than this does, to go from a low, medium, and to high level. So more BTUs in the big one. It's also, the big one has a fan that'll blow the air, the hot air that this ceramic coil makes. It'll blow the hot air across the space that you're trying to heat. Another thing that I wanted to do was, for a longer term, rather than switching out these bottles every couple of hours or whenever I needed heat, I went ahead and I bought a 30-pound propane tank, similar to your 20-pound tanks that most people have for your home grills, and I have one as well. And then I also have a smaller, I think it's a 5-pound tank that I use for a stove that I have. I have the hookups for that. But to run the Big Buddy, the Mr. Heater Big Buddy, I bought a 30-pound propane tank with a 12-foot Mr. Heater line hooking the propane from the 30-pound tank to a quick connect. The Mr. Heater Big Buddy comes with a quick connect for that hose on the side here. You quick connect the hose. You could run the hose out a window, then put some foam in the window or some clothing where the hose is coming in, and then bring this into a room, like say a living room or a bedroom or a family room, and put the Big Buddy and run the Big Buddy with the propane tank outside and the Big Buddy inside, and huddle in that room together as a family if the grid was down, and you could keep warm enough to survive in a grid down scenario in the winter time. And so today we wanted to come down. I came down here with the doggies, and I hear voices outside. Came down here with the doggies, and we were going to talk about this, and then I was going to run my 100-watt solar panel and show you how I could run basic lights and things here. I could put the slide out with my solar running off the regular RV battery and the solar panel keeping the battery topped off. But I brought the panel down. I thought all the attachments were inside the panel case. They're not. They're back at home, probably in a separate bag labeled. So that's one of the things you want to make sure that you have the proper cabling and wiring to hook up to your RV or whatever you're hooking up to make sure your panel has everything it needs to run it. So I didn't have that, so it's a lesson learned. I got to go back home and get that, and then I'll do another video later today or tomorrow. I know the Big Buddy, Mr. Heater Big Buddy's coming tomorrow. I think the propane tank's coming next Tuesday. I ordered a bunch of stuff. I may wait till it all gets in. I get the tank filled, and I show you exactly how that runs. But with these 1-pound canisters, basically, this runs off a pilot. It's got an automatic lighter. You press this down, you light the pilot, you hold the button for about 30 seconds, and then you move it to, in this case, low or high, and you get your BTUs, you get your output of heat. And so lots of videos on this. You can use it inside. There's lots of things going around. This has a sensor on it for low oxygen. It's also got a tip over sensor that'll shut it off. If I was running it in the RV or if I was running it in my van, I do keep one of the side windows open or a window rolled down up front and the side window cracked to get some air circulation. Would you go to sleep with this? Probably not, but with a window open, they've done tests with this. It is pretty safe to use inside of an enclosed RV or vehicle. I wouldn't keep everything, again, buttoned up 100%. I'd keep some air flowing, whether it's through the rooftop vent and a window, just so some air circulates. But you can stay warm, and this thing does work. It will heat up an RV and a van very quickly. And this is the Mr. Heater Buddy. So that's my video today. I want to just talk about that. Wanted to talk about just briefly this great reset that they're talking about. And we'll have more videos on that. I have a lot more to say on the, this vaccine that's coming out and some of the things that this world system is fostering upon its citizens here in this country and around the world, because there truly is a great reset coming. And I don't think it's for the good of everybody. Okay. Thanks for joining me, guys. Be back with some more videos this weekend from the Charlotte, North Carolina, South Carolina area. Come on, Teddy, come up and say goodbye. Come up here. Come on. Come on up. Look, come on. Jump, jump, jump. Good boy. So Teddy and Charlotte are having a good day today. We're going to go get something to eat, get some more coffee, and get on with our day. Do some more prepping, right, guys? Do some more prepping, right? Make some more videos. Have a lot of fun, right? You guys gonna stay with me all weekend, okay? We're gonna have a good time, okay? Thanks for joining me, guys. God bless. Take care. Stay ready. Keep prepping. Again, try to stay ahead of what you're hearing. So, and I tell that to a lot of people. I belong to some family groups. We have like a WhatsApp or an email, not an email, a messaging group, a text messaging group, and they'll say certain things, and they'll hear some of my responses, and some of my people in that group, family members, etc., or think I'm crazy. They think a lot of this can't happen. I'm just saying, hey, they're telling you out in the open what they're going to do. Wouldn't you pay some credence, give it credence, and listen to what they're saying? So listen to the pulse of what's going on. Many times they'll dictate or they'll say what they're going to do ahead of time, just like the COVID and Event 201. They telegraphed it ahead of time, and it went on happening, shortly after the Event 201. But these things have been planned for years in advance. So thanks for joining me, guys. Take care. Stay ready. Questions, comments down below. Anthony signing off.